Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Locks of the Day podcast. This is episode number 38 already. I am back here once again with Andrew and Zach. We are on an absolute tear. We are on fire with premium locks, okay? So do not miss out today. We're giving you them all. We got NHL, we got tennis, we got NBA. Lock them in, okay? We're going to start off with NHL. We'll get right into it. So, Andy, give them the old three-star kid.
Yes, sir. Little 17-3 in the last three podcasts. So everyone's got to look alive here, all right? Look alive. But three-star for NHL will be Chicago Blackhawks money line. A little plus 150, playing the Bruins. We're gonna keep fading the Bruins here. It's also a season splitter, so like that. But Bruins just suck. They're losing. They're losing to the worst teams in the league now, but somehow beat the fucking Hurricanes 5-1. They beat the Devils 7-2. It's
Smack the
like,
Devils.
what is going on with this team? Like I can't figure out what's going on with this team. I just think they're tanking. They're tanking. They're trying to get a pick. They're 2-11 their last 13 games. They got a chance to get the number one pick. Like they realistically literally have a chance. And past couple of years, the NHL's been giving that one pick to the original six team. So I'll take it if I'm a Bruins fan, so I'll I'll take a number one pick or at least a top three. And I mean Blackhawks, I just like the value play with the season splitter here and that the Bruins just suck. So I love a little plus 150 here and a three-star. So just hammer it home. Blackhawks money
Some
line. Zach, what do you got, kid?
Well, before we get into that, the Bruins do get the number one overall pick, number one projected pick, James Higgins, Boston College kid.
Yeah.
Stay right at home. Stay right
Yeah.
in Boston. If not, they decide to go a different route. Watch a kid named Matthew Misa, played in the OHL this year, 145 points in 65 games.
I'll gladly take
crazy.
that.
Yeah,
Absolutely
crazy.
disgusting. I've never seen anything like it. I think that includes playoffs in there.
Jesus.
Disgusting. But I'll get into it. Wild. But anyways, for the two-star, we have Sabres and Blue Jackets over 6.5 at a minus 115. Um, this is going to be the third game of the series. First game went over, second game went under. So we're hitting the over here again. As the last time these guys played in Columbus, it was 6-4. So they went to 10 total goals. And honestly, these two teams are two of only five teams to have this all season, and that's 3 goals forward and 3 goals against, as the Sabres have almost 3.3 goals forward and then 3.5 goals against. Columbus has 3.2 goals forward and 3.4 goals against. So you got two pretty high-powered offenses and two defenses that aren't great because of their offenses. I mean, looking at it here, either of these teams could easily almost hit the over themselves in a game like this. This could be a 6-3 game, or like happened the first time, a 6-4 game. Buffalo's won 8 of 9, which I don't know why these guys decide to play the best hockey ever when they're already out of it. So, here they were middle of January fighting for the number one pick, and now they're climbing up the Eastern Conference standings. Too little, too late with these guys. But Columbus kind of has fallen off towards the end of the year, but that's been part of the issue. And a lot of the overs are hitting in their games as they've won 8-4, they lose 7-3, they win 5-2, they lost 4-3, 5-2. All the overs are hitting in these games. So I think this is a good play here. I like the value. It's not super high on the over, it's just a minus 115. It's pretty much an even play for you. So over of 6.5, Sabres Blue Jackets. Lock it in.
Lock it in. There it is. The Hawks and the over for NHL. And then we'll get right into tennis. Obviously, like we said, we like doing later starts to matches and games since the podcast doesn't come out till around noon. But with tennis today, all the tournaments are early. So the one tournament that's late, I picked two plays in. So they both start at 1 p.m. Eastern time today. So get it in. You got a three-star, Marc-Andre Huesler at a minus 4.5, minus 120 versus Neil Oberleitner. Huesler is ranked number 142 in the world versus Oberleitner, who is ranked number 429th in the world. Huesler is a legit good player. He's like a middle of the pack in talent, but he is very strong on his serve, which we love. He's like those middle tier tournament guys, and he's going to make it deep in that tournament. He's not going to go to the Grand Slam and go far in a Grand Slam versus top players. But I mean, he's playing a dude who's ranked number 429 right now. Middle of the pack tournament, low tier tournament. Husler's 8-1 in his last 9 matches. Oberleitner's 5-5 in his last 10. This match is on clay, but it doesn't bother me because Husler is best on hard courts, but he's still very good on clay. And simply, I'll just literally take Husler all day in this matchup with spread here. I'm not impressed with Oberleitner's recent performances at all. So Husler with his what's the word I'm looking for? With his consistency on his serve, I'm riding that. So locking a 3-star Marc-Andre Husler -4.5 at a -120. And then the 2-star, which like I said, will also start at 1 p.m. We have Aziz Dugas money line at a -120 versus Matias Soto. Dugas is 197 in the world, as Soto is 246 in the world. These are both lower end tournament players here. Honestly, a pretty even matchup. This match will also be on clay, which is both these players' best surface as well. And Soto is actually 7-2 in his last 9 matches on clay, which is obviously pretty solid. But most were against not so great players, and some were iffy. So I'll give him some credit on some of them. But Dugas just impresses me more than Soto overall, as he typically faces better competition. And his last match, he was a +300 against a very good clay player, and he beat him in a great match. So I'm just going to lock in Dugas here, as I think he's slightly better overall. So 2-star Aziz Dugas money line at a -130. Lock it in. Then we'll swing it right into NBA. And Andy, become the 3-star kid.
Yep. 3-star for NBA will be Minnesota Timberwolves money line -110. They're playing the Grizzlies. It's the last game of the season series between the Grizzlies and T-Wolves. Grizzlies won the first two, so expect the T-Wolves to snag one here, especially at the end of the season. This game is kind of means a lot for the T-Wolves. If they can win this game, their next 2 games, which they play the Nets and the Jazz, they can potentially move up in the standings and kind of slide up to a 4 seed. Right now they're a 7 seed. So if things can go their way with a couple teams losing, uh, they can dodge a couple teams like the Thunders, Rockets, and Lakers, like kind of the teams in the West that you don't really want to meet right now. I think everyone kind of wants to play the Nuggets. Uh, it seems like they're falling apart with their firing their head coach this late and their GM this late. It's kind of wild, but and you got Anthony Edwards just cooking right now in March. He's averaging 31 points, shooting 50% right now in his last 4 games. So I love the T-Wolves here at a -110. It's great value. Like, yeah, they're on the road, but I don't see the Grizzlies getting it done tonight. Locking T-Wolves 3-star -110. Zach, what do you got, kid?
Yeah. I mean, we love it going off of that. I mean, I think Nikola Jokic wants out. You
Mm,
could see a trade coming.
mm.
Why they fired Mike Malone? No idea. Head scratcher right there. Because I did see a thing reports that when they played Portland at the end of the month, he made a comment and he was like, he's like, they always tell me that coach is tripping, but these guys don't watch film. But
Sounds like
not
Russ.
everybody learns, not everybody learns when you give them a packet. So, we got to go from there. But for the 2-star, we got Pacers -9.5. This one I think there's not really too much to say. More so, we're just fading Cleveland because they've already clinched. They got the 1 seed. The Pacers are technically still fighting for positioning. They're the 4 seed right now. They're only 2 games back of the Knicks. But with this game going on tonight, the Cavs are already sitting pretty much their whole starting 5. Garland's out, Mobley's out, Mitchell's out. I believe Max Strus is out. I want to say Jared Allen's probably going to be out as well. So it's pretty much going to be the Cavs bench and their G League team against the Pacers, who are trying to win, as they still have an opportunity to take down the Knicks possibly and get the 3rd in the Eastern Conference. So we'll see how that goes. But with a full Indiana Pacers roster versus this Cavs bench and this G League team, I don't see a reason why the Pacers shouldn't win this game by 20 plus, just because they have something to play for as we end the year. So that's going to be that one. Pacers -9.5 and a -110 is going to be your 2-star, short and simple.
Love it. That wraps up your NHL, your tennis, and your NBA premium locks. I mean, if you're not tailing, I don't know what to tell you. Andy, what did you say? 17-3
Yep,
in the last
35.1 units.
3 podcasts, guys. Like, do the math. If you're missing out here, or if you've missed out on the past few weeks, this is your redemption time, ladies and gents. Get those picks in, okay? Like I said, tennis starts in a few hours. Obviously, NHL, NBA tonight. lock those in, get them in once again. And thank you for tuning in to Locks of the Day podcast, episode number 38. And we will see you next week and lock you in once again. Peace.